everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is Monday, April 26th, and it's a special day because today is the last day, today is the first day of the last week of classes, my last week of undergraduate classes ever, and that's so exciting. So I thought I'd vlog it because I don't know, I wanted to. And so today I have already had classes. I had 3 classes this morning. They're pretty boring, just Zoom. And then I have like a couple of projects and papers and assignments coming up to be due, and like the last week of classes. This is the most stressful last week of classes I've ever had. Like I honestly don't know how it worked out this way, but like I'm just very swamped with work lately. So what I'm going to be doing right now, I have to go to a training for my new job, and then after that I'm going to be going to like the library or the GSU or something, grab a coffee and get to work. So yeah, that's what my day is going to look like, and we'll see how this week shapes out. Okay, so I'm about to head out to the library or the student union. I haven't really decided where I'm going to stay yet. I actually haven't been to the library at all since COVID started. Like I haven't been at all this year, and yesterday was the first time that I actually like sat in the GSU and studied for a while. It was an interesting experience. I mean, it was oddly normal and yet oddly really strange because it was really quiet, because you can only all the tables are one person only, so nobody's like sitting there with their friends talking and like eating like they normally would. It's all just like study space. Which honestly I didn't mind. So I think I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna get Starbucks because I always get Starbucks, and I'm getting like a way later start to my day than I wanted to. Like it's 4:15ish right now, but I had a phone call with someone who I'm debating master's programs right now, which is so exciting. I got into every school that I applied to, which is so exciting. And I'm debating between 2 of like my top contenders, I guess. And I was just speaking to someone who's a student in one of those master's programs, and he like really talked me into it. So that was just very exciting. And now I have to go and drown in my homework for a couple of hours. So that's what I'm gonna go do right now. So it is now like 10:30ish, and I just got back from working and studying for like a couple hours. I just reached a point where I was like, all right, it's getting late. I need to go home. I need to eat dinner most of all. And I'm working on a computer science project, and it's our final project, and we have to make a website from scratch. And I was honestly really behind on this project, so I needed to do a lot of work to catch up. And I finally reached a really good stopping point, and I don't know if I'm going to keep working on it tonight, but I think I might have to. But anyway, I was just thinking about how crazy it is that this is like potentially, hopefully, the last week of school, like my last week of undergraduate ever. I mean, it doesn't really feel, in some ways, it doesn't really feel any different than the end of any other semester. It feels kind of lackluster. Like I always thought that as a senior on your last week, you'd be like, woo, like partying the whole time. But obviously, like it's a pandemic and there's a lot just that we can't do. And honestly, this is like one of the most hectic and stressful end of the school year that I've had in a very, very long time. So that kind of adds to the fact that it doesn't really feel all that special. But classes end on Thursday, and then I'm hoping like after that we still have like a study period and then finals week, but I don't have that many finals, and then it's just senior week and then graduation. So I'm hoping like in that period of time it'll start to feel more like, whoa, I'm done, like time to celebrate. But for now it's more just like, oh my god, I'm so stressed all the time and I have so much to do and I'm running out of time. Literally, Tuesday, Wednesday, like 3 days left of the semester, which is crazy. Anyway, now I'm just making dinner, and I'm probably gonna watch an episode of Game of Thrones while I eat dinner so I don't have to do work while I cook and while I eat, which is what I'm gonna do now, and I will catch up with you guys later. Hello everyone. So today is the day I park myself in the GSU and I don't leave until I either finish my project or I die, whichever one comes first. No, but I have like 29 hours until this assignment is due, and that is going to come whether I want it to or not. So I just have to finish this assignment. I reached a point last night where I like typed one line of code and then everything just kind of like broke and not even the most simple things were working. So that's when I decided to stop, and I was just like, okay, maybe my computer just needs to go to bed. So I'm not excited to have to deal with that today. But anyway, yeah, yesterday was a bit of a wash because I was the RA for the quarantine housing, and I obviously don't think it would be very appropriate to be vlogging in that. So didn't vlog much yesterday, but essentially all I did was just work. And now I'm gonna go and get a coffee and sit in the GSU and work until I finish. Okay, it's now 1 a.m. and I was thinking, like, I really don't know how this vlog is gonna work. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be interesting at all because it's literally just me spending the whole week suffering over this one project. And it's the last week of classes, so I wanted to vlog it because I thought it would be exciting, but it's really, I mean, at least for me, this is not exciting. I think like maybe in like 10 years I'll look back and be like, oh, like I miss college or whatever. But right now when I'm in it, this isn't exciting. I'm not having fun. Anyway, now I'm gonna spend a really long time going back. This is so bad. I'm about to spend a really long time going back and commenting all of my code because I didn't comment it as I went, and I just checked the grading like rubric and like what we're graded on, and a big part of it is how well our code is commented. So now I have to go back through this entire project and comment on everything that I did, which is going to be interesting because I don't even know if I could explain in the most simple terms what I've done so far. Hello. So it is quite a few days later since I last vlogged, and honestly that's because the end of this week became very difficult for me. So I think the last thing that I vlogged was me working on my project, and that went very terribly. Not really, I'm kind of being dramatic, but I was working very hard on this project, as you guys could see, and the due date came around, and there was a very hard deadline of Thursday at 6 p.m. It's now Saturday, so it's been a couple of days. There's a very hard deadline of Thursday at 6 p.m. and I was working on this project up until 4 in the morning on Wednesday night, woke up at 10 a.m., went to office hours with my TF and with my professor, and in that time I realized that there was an issue with my code or with something that I had done that made it literally impossible for me to submit the assignment. And so I was working with my professor and then with my TF after his office hours ended, literally that whole time working to be able to upload my project, and it just wasn't working. And so I wasn't like, because I planned to use that time to like polish my project and really make sure it was like perfect. I couldn't, and I had to use that time to like just be able to submit the project, and then I missed the deadline and I was like crying, and it was just very like stressful for me. So I didn't want to vlog that because it was honestly very not like, it wasn't, you wouldn't want to watch that. I was not in an okay state on that day. Anyway, I was finally able to fix the issue, and I emailed my professor. I showed him proof that I had finished the project on time, and he didn't respond for like almost 24 hours. And in that time between when I sent the email and when he responded, I was just an anxious mess, because like I said, this project was worth 40% of my grade, and I was like, oh my god, if not being able to submit this project is what tanks my grade for this class, I will be so distraught. So that was just a very rough time for me. And I didn't want to vlog it. So now, since I was able to submit that project, I had to do an English essay, and my classwork is finally over. So I am no longer taking classes. My time at BU is very quickly coming to an end. I have 2 finals that I need to study for. So I have my chemistry final on Tuesday, and I have a take-home English final that I have to do between Tuesday and Thursday. And that's literally all I have left of being a BU student. And then it's senior week, and then I graduate, which is so crazy. But also there's this added stress of the fact that my grades this semester determines whether or not I actually can go to graduate school. So the way that it works is that like I've gotten a conditional offer, and I've accepted an offer to one of the schools, but the conditions are that I raise my GPA literally by 0.02 points, which is, it doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm honestly very stressed about it. And I don't have any idea what my grades are in any of my classes at this point. So it's just very stressful. We are now going into finals week, and I have to study for chemistry. So it's now Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, and my chemistry exam is Tuesday at 9 a.m. So I have until then to learn all of it. So that'll be fun. So I did pretty well on like the previous exams, and they're actually dropping our lowest exam grade, which is amazing. So that's good, but like I really do need to study for this exam, and part of me just like doesn't have the energy. Like I'm so like burnt out from school, and like just how I feel like I'm stumbling my way to the end of this semester. Like everything that went wrong in the last second just really kind of like changed my mindset on all of this. So yeah. I have to think about how I'm going to study for chemistry, but it's essentially just going to be doing problem sets, rewatching the lectures, going over homework assignments, like really just going through everything that we've done so far, and hoping to God that I retain enough information to not pass, but do well on that exam. Like I really, really would like to get an A. Is that too ambitious? I don't know. Okay, so here's my study plan for chemistry. At the beginning of each section that we're going through in lecture, he gives us like questions at the back of the chapter to go through that correspond with the materials. So I've written all of those out. I've gone through every single lecture and written out all of the questions that he's told us to work on. And I have done some of them, but I haven't done all of them. And when I did go through these for an exam, I did pretty well on it. So I think this is probably a good way for me to study, but it is a lot of questions for each chapter. So I don't know if I'll get through all of it. I might have to not do like the last couple of questions for each chapter just to be able to get through all of it. And then once I finish that, I will go through other materials like practice exams and discussion quizzes, discussion packets, other questions that we've been given throughout the semester. And just stuff like that. So I know it's kind of a lot, and I have 2 days to get through all of this. and I think I can do it. I don't have anything planned for the next 2 days, so I think I will be able to get through all of it. Hello, it is 2 in the morning. I have been working pretty much nonstop all day, all weekend actually, but all day. And I've done so many practice problems. I have gone through my notes about 1,000,000 times. I've written everything down and I've gone through every PowerPoint, and I feel good. I think I'm just like, I'm okay to call it quits now. I've done practice problems and have gotten the vast majority of them right on the first try, so that's a good sign. And I think I'm just at a point where, one, I have to go to bed because the exam's at 9 in the morning and I don't want to be running on no sleep during this exam. But also, like, I think I've reached a point where I can just be like, you know what, I've done as much as I physically can without going crazy too many times. So if I don't do well on this exam, at least I know I did the best I could, and I guess that's all I can do at this point because I don't have any more time. But I do feel good, I think, going to bed. I feel like I'm gonna do well on this exam. Anyway, I just can't believe there's like 7 hours until this, like, the vast majority of my senior year is completely over. And it ends in an exam. But I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very tired. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Wish me luck. Hello everyone. So I just wanted to check back in and say that all my finals are officially done. I finished my chemistry exam, I submitted my English finals, so I am pretty much officially done as a student at BU. It's crazy. I can't believe that it's all over, and I'm definitely feeling much better now that I'm on the other side of it. Wow, studying all that time was so not fun, and also my chemistry exam ended up being so much harder than I was anticipating. My optimism definitely was a little misguided, but I think I did okay. I also was being a bit dramatic when I said that it was going to determine my future, because after doing the math and like getting the rest of my grades, I realized that this exam definitely isn't going to affect me as much as I thought it would. So that was just me being a bit dramatic, and I see that now. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. I think it's going to be a pretty long one since I just kind of kept going for a week, and I meant to make it 2, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.